Hey, this is with Diamond Media, and we are here with one of Atlanta's. Oh, wait, Stone Mountain.
Yes, sir. Stone Mountain, Georgia,
Stone Mountain,
man.
East
Oh my
Side
God.
specialty. Come on now. We are here with NEDLOG. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
NEDLOG in that bit, man. We gonna introduce ourselves individually. I am Amare.
I am DK,
My name Carlo.
and we are NEDLOG.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, first of all, boy bands are back.
No cap. No cap. In sync.
They're in
The-
sync, literally, but they
Stone
are
Mountain
their
in
own
sync in this
individual
bitch.
greatness. They
You know
are
what
their
I'm
own
saying?
individual greatness.
Okay.
So if you are not already introduced to them, they came out with a great song that was a smash hit. One of my personal favorites, Spin. Can we talk a little bit about that? Because, like, even though it blew up, it was so special, and it still is. Let's get a personal account from you guys how that track came together.
I'm gonna let Carlo kick that off because he initiated the song.
Man, that came through some bullshit. I was in the crib, you know, nigga be bored, just laying shit down. Next thing you know, I sent it off. Niggas was like, we rocking with that, and that was that.
Yeah, but to further his shit, like, we heard the shit and then it was like, bruh, this shit is fire. Like, we have to release this ASAP. Like, literally, as soon as I heard this shit,
You know.
I was like, what? This shit is nuts. Let me go ahead and put a verse on this shit. And I was like, DK, go ahead and put a verse on this shit. We gotta goddamn go ahead and finish this song. And then we let our boy Jared hear the shit. And then he was like the final cosign. He was just like, oh man, this shit'll go. And it was like, okay, we gonna goddamn push the button on this shit and goddamn push it. And I'm so happy you fucking with it because like, yeah, it was just, you know, to keep the motion forward, keep the momentum going and shit. So yeah.
Now, Spin was great, but let's go back. Let's go back to the first album. Let's talk about that. Let's give you your flowers. You know, for a beautiful flower for an album. Let's talk about the first.
What you mean? The first album, The Earth, Lights, and Flowers.
Yes.
Okay. Dang, that's crazy that you look at that as our first album. That's crazy as hell because I guess that for a lot of people that is our introduction to them and shit like that. That's crazy as fuck to say. Oh God, like, but it's crazy because we've had like, this is not no shot to you, of course, but we've had like 5 or 6 projects before, like at least a good 4 goddamn beforehand. And of course it's all to build momentum to that. So, but yeah, that was a beautiful project. Goddamn, it was like we just had a bunch of good music, and then me and Carlo came together and was like, yeah, we need to wrap this bitch up. Like we need to drop some shit, and then that bit rolled out. But that's all I could really think about it. What y'all think about that shit?
Really, like you said, just a compilation of like great music. Niggas really need to put some shit out. And it is crazy that you look at it like our first album, but it's also understandable like a motherfucker because it's like that's what it really dropped twice. I don't think people know that. It dropped on it dropped on Audio Mac first, and then we had got down. Our boy JRT was like, nah, we gotta like repack, do this shit right, repackage it. So we put it out there, and it got traction. People actually do fuck with that motherfucker like hella much out of our So yeah,
Real organic
facts.
type project. Like all the production on there was us, right?
Yeah.
It was a
collab with FKI.
Yeah, that.
Being rich. But
Yeah.
it was all produced by us.
Hell yeah, that was like one of the last ones that we did fully produced by us, right? Yeah, that's a
So
special
you're
one.
giving yourself your flowers and you don't even know.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's crazy. We really making us sit back and like think about this shit. Like,
Because we be moving so fast and like moving forward and shit, like looking at what's next. We don't really be taking that time to like really reflect on the process and shit like that. But I also wanted to say shout out Nick Bedelia for the artwork, man.
It was beautiful.
Like,
Beautiful.
bruh, like that really drawed a lot of people into the project was the artwork initially. So like I really appreciate him for that shit.
So now we're about to jump forward. So we got some music coming.
Yes,
Now we had the track team track. Let's talk about that.
Gold, silver, and copper. So yeah, that was, I guess I'll bring it back. Like I done knew Sherwin since college. Like Sherwin is like one half of a track team. I met him because me and him had like it was crazy. It was like a media entrepreneurship class. And like we just linked during that shit, and then we linked up again because of fucking PEG. We was all a part of this like a collegiate program. Shout out PEG. Shout out Derek. Press. We was a part of that collegiate space. It was basically like an incubation space for like college artists and shit like that. To like, you know, learn how to perform. Georgia State.
Georgia State. Baby.
Yeah, it was like an incubation space for like college artists to like come and learn how to perform, learn how to goddamn record music, all that type shit. And I linked back up. We all linked back up with him there. And then fast forward even more, goddamn, he cultivated his own like, you know, production team and shit like that. That shit was like beautiful as fuck. And it's crazy because like our boy Jared, I'm sorry if I'm long-winded because it's a lot, but our boy Jared had a relationship as well with him and shit, so we linked back up like basically 3 times, like, and then eventually we made music. Like before then it was just like, you know, we just goddamn on some like cool goddamn just learning each other, goddamn growing as people type shit. And finally we linked up and made music, and Gold, Silver, and Copper came out type shit.
I love it. And the reception was astounding. It blew up so fast. It got so many reposts. It got so much love. But how do you guys personally feel about the reception yourselves when it came out?
I feel like folks was pretty receptive to that one, especially the video.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, shout out Bo, man, the homie Bo. Can't forget
how did
that.
y'all
Man.
get that lady up in there?
Shout out Bo.
Can we get the backstory to that sweet old lady?
That's Beauregard's girlfriend's grandma. Shout out grandma. She just had a birthday. I forgot how old she turned. She's in her 80s, but shout out grandma. For real, man. And shout out Bo. Yeah, but nah, the reception.
She was so fun. I'm sorry.
Nah, yeah, she was, bro. She was giving us scenes to do. I swear to God, she was like, grandma was lit.
It was like no direction on her end. She was just doing her thing. It was like, what should I do? She's like, just be you.
Yeah. And she was her. Yeah, nah, the reception shit, it's crazy. Like, I'm not gonna cap. The reception has been nothing but love, and it's very much so crazy because coming off of a spin, and then we drop Gold, Silver, and Copper, is kind of building a different type of fan base, or a different type of bringing in a different type of listener. And so going into this album, or what we've been dropping so far, is I think we're taking these new listeners on a roller coaster. So I love it. I think it was great.
Now I've been waiting for an album from you guys for a good little
Long
second.
time coming.
But y'all have been feeding my appetite with the freestyles that y'all been dropping. So let's get into the freestyles. Let's get into these freestyles. Y'all been going crazy.
Yeah, man. So like it was just a conscious decision where it was just like we all came together and was just like we need to do something where it's like we keeping the brand in front of people type shit. So that was just a way to do it, where it's like a creative way to like show the writing ability, show our capabilities and shit like that, and like essentially just keep the brand going, even in moments where we not dropping singles and shit like that. It's like, hey, look, we some rapping ass niggas, like, excuse my language, but like exactly, like we can go, like it don't matter what type of beat, it don't matter what type of cadence flow, we gonna attack it. But yeah, I was saying, I tweeted the other day, we gonna wrap it up like around 50, not around, we gonna wrap it up at 50. This last 10 is gonna be like all self-produced, and we gonna wrap it up at 50 so we can focus on this motherfucking You Are NEDLOG album and goddamn getting it to the people and really marketing that shit and building momentum for it.
Did we hear an album title? Did I just hear album title?
You did. Goddamn, that's crazy because we never officially announced it. The album is called You Are NEDLOG. Hell yeah, of course the word NEDLOG is backwards. Is golden backwards. You Are NEDLOG. It drops December 1st. Hell yeah, we real excited about it, man. We got some amazing features, some amazing songs, goddamn. So yeah, we just building momentum for this motherfucker. Y'all got anything to say about that?
Okay. Yeah, nah, it's crazy. Just dropped the album title out of nowhere. Yeah, real slide it in there, no cap. But nah, you good. That shit was a good slide. But I'm excited. I'm not even gonna cap. I'm nothing but excited. Like I said, it's been a roller coaster. Like just building the album.
What
Like
can we expect to hear? Cause y'all three different types. Yeah. Nobody is the same.
I feel like that's what I'm most excited about. Cause if you look at the catalog, nothing we drop you could ever really say is like been anything before. The only thing that's been consistent is like progress.
Amen.
You know,
Love
like
that. Love that.
production quality is better. Like the process was a lot harder, I would say, but it's us changing the process. You know what I'm saying? Like starting a new process. So I feel like folks got something to look forward to for sure.
Yeah. Nah. Like I said, they I'm excited. I think we're all excited, man. That's all I can say. Like, really lost for words. Just ready to see how people receive it. Getting all feedback, all criticism, like anything. Just ready to see how people take this and just go from there.
One last thing I'll add: people should expect amazing songs. Like the songs are good, like really well written songs, and the production is good as fuck. Like
Some rapping ass niggas.
good rapping, but good songs, like good choruses, like all of that shit, singing choruses, R&B music, rock inspired music. It's like a real musical project. Like people gonna really enjoy that shit. So yeah.
Speaking of You Are NEDLOG, what now? I don't know if you guys can answer this cohesively together, or if you can answer this separately. But if you could, in one word, describe what is NEDLOG sound. Yeah, I'm about to think about it.
For me, of course, we gonna all have our own individual answers. For me, I just say Southern hip hop music. It's Southern hip hop music, cause like when you listen to like Dungeon Family, like you know Goody Mob, Outkast and shit, like they didn't really have a musical direction or sound. It's like they just made whatever was true to them type shit. So it's like I just want to goddamn continue on that type of lineage type shit where it's like you just make what's true to yourself type shit. So it's not really anything direct type shit. But yeah,
I would say it's for you music. Like whatever
You Are NEDLOG.
the fuck, whatever, excuse my language, whatever you want to do, whatever you see it as, is you can really get a little bit of everything out of our music. Like you said, it's a little bit of R&B, a little bit of rock inspired. Like we all bring something different to this motherfucker. So it's really just what you take from it and what you make from it. That's why I say it's for you music.
Yeah. Shout out to Jared for this answer. But Jared, he would always be like, I think what y'all make is like soul music. So I figure like what we do is kind of like a contemporary soul music. Cause like at the base is hip hop, you know, hip hop comes from funk and soul at the end of the day. And like the way we're taking like our take on hip hop is kind of like a classic approach. Like you talk about life, you know, you talk about shit that you've been through your day and shit like that. So versus like not knocking anything else that's coming out, but as far as like subject matter, like we pull from our real lives, you know. So that's why I feel like I would consider it soul music.
I love that.
Thanks.
that was fire.
So, what is there to come besides the album for NEDLOG?
Really, that's it. Like
Y'all just had a show.
we just had a show.
They just had a show.
We plan on doing a listening party for
Okay.
the album. Just to, you know, have people come in and have an immersive experience, come listen to it with us and shit like that.
Get ready for that.
Exactly, you know, more short form content, but really, like, we really just want to push. I don't want to speak for y'all, but we just want to like push this album, like for real. Like we you know, right now we dropping the singles and shit, but like once we drop this album, we want to goddamn do everything it takes for it to goddamn reach people, because it's like an amazing body of work. So it's like we gonna do everything it takes to get it out there, whether it's like repurposing it, you know what I'm saying, remix albums, like whatever we got to do to repurpose it, new content, like multiple videos for different songs, like all that type shit. Like we just pushing the motherfucking album type shit. That's
Listen to the music.
on God, listen to that album.
Nah, that's really the hit and that music, and then we just pushing everything. Like, I think one thing we had talked about is just really going hard with what we got, you know, and pushing it to the fullest. So, and also just going hard with new music, you know, and really honing in on this new type of experience that we got going on with us creating music and stuff like that. Like, you know, just getting right.
And more progress, you know what I'm saying? And then look forward to us creating more worlds for y'all to be able to immerse yourselves in, as far as music, like the whole videos, like growing in the whole experience. Like, I feel like so far we've done a lot in music, but as far as like creating a world, we want to give everybody that. It's, you know, like, you coming to NEDLOG for this, you know? So, not speaking for everybody, speaking for myself, but you know.
You know, I can't really talk like that.
So, not just Atlanta, not just on Mountain, but the world. Y'all need to look out
The
for NEDLOG.
world, international,
You are NEDLOG.
every continent. Yes, you are
Coming
NEDLOG.
December 1st.
Yes,
We're
December
closing
1st.
out the year on a high note.
December 1st, and we gonna be pushing it all next year. So we gonna
We coming into 2025.
yeah,
on
new
the highest
new
note.
visuals for it and everything coming into the new year. So yeah, man.
So this has been Eb.
We are NEDLOG. I'm Amare.
I'm DK.
My name Kylo.
Here we
This
are.
has been Diamond Cut Media coming to you. Peace.
Thank you, Ebony. Shout out. Go listen to that album. You are NEDLOG. Yes, sir.